This is Salikit. Today I am going to show you how to design a calculator app. We are not going to code in this video. So we have to click on create new app and write the project name as calculator. In the category you can select it as education and uncheck this box. And you can see a mobile screen over here. In the components, search it as rows and drag it to the screen. And you can see a row 1, duplicate this row 1. You should duplicate this row 1 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, now we got 6 rows. And now in the row 1, you should add an label. And in the label, write it as calculator, as it is my 18. Delete the row 1 and again drag the label to row 4. And from row 4, again drag the label to row 3, and from row 3 to row 2, and from row 2 and row 1. And click on the label 4, that is row 1. The label 4, write it as calculator. And increase the size. And change the color. I'm changing it to yellow. And for the label 3, write it as enter the first number. But the number shortcut I am writing as NUM. And for the label 2, you should write it as enter the second number. And for the label 1, write it as result. And in the row 5 and row 6, we are going to add some buttons. In row 5 and row 6, we are going to add 6 buttons. So I am going to duplicate this button 2 times. Yes, in row 6 also we should drag a button and duplicate it. And go to the button 1 and write the symbol as plus as addition, and rename the button one as button add. And for this one, rename it as subtraction symbol minus, and rename this one as button subtract. And for the button 3, use the symbol as multiplication. And rename it as button multiply. And for the button 4, give a by symbol, right? Rename it as a by symbol, as we don't have a division symbol on your laptop or PC. And in the button 4, rename it as button divider. And in the button 5, write it as far. Shift plus 6. And rename it as button power. Button far. And for this button, write it as button calculate. And in this, write it as C. And now we are going to change the color of the mobile screen. And click on the screen one and change the color. I'm changing it to red. Okay, I'm changing it to green. And I'm also changing the color of the buttons. Now I changed the colors of the buttons, and now I'm going to change the text. I'm going to change the text to red. And now we have to add some text inputs. And for this also we are going to change it as 15. And for this one also. the next one. And we got everything equal. And we have completed designing our calculator app. And in the previous video, I did a translator app. If you want to make a translator app, you can see my previous video. Thank you all. Bye.